Grand Rising, loved ones. Welcome back to another episode of Healing Wisdom with moi, yours truly, Empress Oracle. How y'all doing today? Hope y'all doing good. I know it's a little late, had some mom activities to do and whatnot. School is starting and I am quite excited, personally. But today I would like to talk to you guys about why most relationships don't work, okay? So, in my personal experience, as well as my in-depth observation, because I have been around a lot of people, I'm grown, I've been around. The number one thing that I see that I realize why relationships don't work is too much too fast. You're trying to do too much too fast. Guys, we got to slow down. I understand time is moving and whatnot, but it's not moving to the point where we have to go ahead and put the cart before the horse with everything. We do too much. I know I used to do that a lot when I was younger. I would just feel like, oh, okay, well, me and this guy's vibing or whatever, we're together. So let's just go ahead and get locked in. Like my first few relationships, my first boyfriends, should I say, my first few boyfriends, let me get that correctly. This is when I was younger. Yeah, went ahead and, made them my boyfriends. And this is when I was like real young, y'all. So let me not make it seem like too dramatic, like junior high and stuff. But I got with these guys because they cute or whatever. And then like 2 weeks later, I don't like you no more. You start talking to me too much. And I'm like, who are you? You just cute. You were just cute. Once you start talking, I realized I don't really like you. You're not my type. And the light just starts going down and stuff. But you already my boyfriend. Like, what can I do? I'm stuck until I break up with you. You feel me? And then I'm the bad guy. Because then the person's like, oh, I thought you liked me. So to avoid all of that, what I started doing, and I found that this worked for me a lot, because like I said, that happened with maybe 2 or 3 boyfriends in junior high and high school and stuff. But still, it was enough to make an impression. Trust you me, because one of them was the devil. But anyway, yeah, so basically I started making this rule. And I know a lot of girls be having this 90-day rule and all this other bullshit. And I mean, it might sound like something similar to that. However, my rule was not saying, okay, I'm going to wait a certain amount of time just to have sex with you. What I had a rule was, whenever a guy showed interest in me, what I would do, ladies, is I would say, okay, come around, we go out or we kick it, whatever you want to do, but we have to get to know each other. My thing that I used to like to do is I used to like to play chess. I mean, I suck at chess, but while you're playing, you see how people's minds work. You get to talk to them. And I found out that guys tend to be a lot better at chess, which tells me that guys tend to be better strategists in a lot of things. So you guys should apply that in every aspect of your life, is what I feel. But that's what I started to do. I said, if I can't learn how to strategize as well as these guys that I'm playing and getting to know in chess, I can at least learn how to strategize like that in life. You feel me? Apply that to life. Apply that to your relationships as well. That's what I started doing. And it started working out a lot better for me, because I built a friendship first with the guys that I became involved with. And it's very important. That's another reason that a lot of most relationships don't work out, is because you guys aren't friends. You're just in a relationship. What else do you guys have besides your relationship? Are you guys friends? Can you really kick it and hang out like that? Can you kick it with your girlfriend like you would your boys? Is your girlfriend your partner? Is that your rider? Because if not, you got the wrong one. I'm just saying. Any guy I've ever been in a relationship with, a real relationship, can tell you, we was cool on the other side of a pillow, straight like that, and always maintain some type of friendship or conversation or repertoire, because we genuinely cared for each other and we genuinely liked each other's personalities and who each other's were, and that makes you more compatible with the person that you want to be with. And you'll, if you can be friends with the person that you're in a relationship with, you guys, smooth sailing. Smooth sailing. If you can talk with them, eat with them, shit with them, cry with them, do whatever, dumb shit, whatever. That's how it's supposed to be, guys. That's healthy and normal. What I also found, and this was from, I saw this from a lot of females that I was friends with or associates with them in relationships. They were not themselves. They always feel like they had to put on a facade or be more or extra for a guy in a relationship, and that'll burn you out. That wears out after a while. That gets old. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. Because honestly, if you can't be yourself and love who you are and be comfortable in your skin and who you are during the good times, the bad times, the ups, the downs, the rough times, how do you really expect somebody to ride with you during those times? And that's why you get into those relationships where you don't really expect all of that. Look, I'm just rolling into these points. Slow down, spirit. Dang, let me catch up. But anyway, yeah, it's like, with that being said, it's either too much or not enough expectations in the relationship. Because when you have the situations like that that's why self-esteem is so very important, because you may go into a relationship and not even worry about the fundamentals of having a good or a healthy relationship. Instead, you just want somebody to be with you and like you. So you're over giving, you're oversharing. So you're putting too much expectations on you and not enough on that person because they're not doing their part. There's no balance in the relationship. And that's not okay. I hear a lot of people say that it's best not to have any expectations. That way you cannot be let down. However, I have a saying to counteract that. Stand for something or fall for anything, okay? Because if you don't have expectations of how you feel like you should be treated or how you deserve to be treated, then people will just treat you any old kind of motherfucking which way. And we don't like that. No, we don't. Don't even say you do, because I said we don't. Okay? And we're not doing that anymore. It's not okay. You have to have the expectation. I'm not saying go into a relationship or getting to know somebody with the expectations of heading toward a relationship. I'm not saying go into that saying, okay, I expect you to be my knight in shining armor and do this and that, X, Y, and Z, whatnot, because it's not always so. However, you should say, I expect for us to have healthy communication. I expect a give and take, a equal 50-50. I expect us to be able to chill together, kick it together, pray together, eat together, do everything together, or not. Or I expect when our schedules permits, however it works best for your lifestyle. But you have to have something. You have to have something, guys. I need to check this off because I'm just going, y'all. Look at me. But yeah, and also, let me tell you guys something that I learned in my years of dealing with people in all different types of relationships, not just intimate one-on-one personal relationships, but also work relationships, friendships, everything. When you first meet somebody, they're going to show you their 90-day representative. Period. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Because people always feel like they have to wear a mask and be something they're not for societal purposes nowadays, although it should not be that way. You do have the ones who don't give a fuck, like myself, and will be true to themselves and will show who they truly are because they have nothing to hide. And I just have the motto, is either you love me or you don't. If you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you don't, you don't. Everybody does not have that motto, however. So a lot of times people will put out their representative, you know, the person that they think you would like, what you want to see, what you want to hear. They will act a certain way, follow the script in order to make you feel comfortable, and then drop all of it, and it's just a bag of bullshit. That's why you have to pay attention to the red flags, especially in the first 90 days of you getting to know somebody, whether it's a friend or anything. If you getting to know somebody, you meet somebody, you're like, okay, I want to be cool with them. I think they might make a good homegirl or whatever, right? And let's just say Y'all start kicking it and y'all hanging out and stuff, but you realize she talked to her other friends mad disrespectful, or 1 minute she's talking to you about this friend and the next minute that friend come around and sweet as peaches and pie. You know that bitch ain't gonna be right. You know she ain't gonna be right. Why would you even start a friendship with somebody like that, expecting her not to do you that way? Because, although to your face she's showing you her representative, like, yeah, girl, we're cool, you're seeing how she's interacting with other people. That's why it's important as well. You have to see people, how they interact with other people. Pay attention to that. That can be a red flag, because how they act to others is how they will act to you. Point blank. Because everybody should treat people a certain way. And any type of dealings you have with another person is a relationship. Period. If you guys are exchanging communication, that's some form of interpersonal relationship. So if they don't know how to conduct themselves with others, let's say you guys always get along, but you see how they handle hostility or aggression with other people, they can turn that on you. That's a red flag, ma'am or sir. Pay attention to those things so that you don't end up in a kind of relationship that you don't want. If you like toxic, or you like a good ass whooping every now and then, ladies, then yeah, get with the dude that give you the red flags, that want to always play fight with you in the beginning and stuff, testing your strength and doing all types of sideways shit, and you just slide it. He talked to you crazy and brush it off like he just playing, and you just slide with it. Go ahead. You're down the line when he beating your ass. I'm not even going to say I told you so, because you did not pay attention. You did not pay attention, okay? You have to make sure that you always have boundaries, healthy boundaries. That's another reason why most relationships don't work, is because there is a lack of boundaries. And when I say a lack of boundaries, I'm not saying as in like, oh no, this is your side of the bed, this is my side, you don't move past here. Not like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I am talking about healthy boundaries, as far as they know if you don't like certain things, you find them disrespectful, as if you call them or you contact them and they know this and they don't reach back, and you always have to constantly be the one pursuing the communication in the relationship, there's no healthy boundaries there. There's no mutual respect. They just feel like they can do whatever they want to. Or if you always tell them, don't show up at my shit all times of night. Don't do that. I have to work in the morning. That's disrespectful. And they be like, okay, but every night, 2 o'clock in the morning, when they fucked up, here they come. And you letting them in. You letting them in. But you still tell them, I don't like that. If you don't harden them goddamn boundaries and raise them things up, and let him know he needs to come at respectable hours to get that pussy, because you got to go to work. Y'all play too much. Y'all play too much, guys. I'm saying y'all got to pay attention to these red flags, all right? Because the little things that you think are minor annoyances in the beginning of getting to know somebody, or the little things that pop out to you, but you kind of brush off like, oh, it's no big deal. Those are the things that turn bigger, that blow up, that end up being the problems in the relationship later on. That's why you have to address it in the beginning. If you see it, but it's something you're like, okay, if we can work with it, just little communication, let that person know. Set those boundaries with that person. Have that healthy communication in the beginning, alrighty? So that they know what to expect. Don't wait until 6 months down the relationship and then now it's getting on your nerves and you're saying something, because you saw it in the beginning. You saw it in the beginning, okay? And that's why most relationships don't work, because then that makes the other person feel like you're changing, because you're not the same person that you were in the beginning, because there was a lack of boundaries, okay? There was not any honesty in the relationship, because if you were honest, you would have said something about that in the beginning so you wouldn't have that problem, and you was too worried about keeping up with your 90-day representative to make sure that this nigga fall in love with you and shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. We have to do better, ladies and gentlemen. We have to. Myself personally, I'm doing better. And I would love for you guys to do better as well. You need to establish these healthy relationships in your life with everyone. With everyone. Your siblings, your parents, your cousins, your friends, work. There needs to be healthy boundaries and a mutual respect for a healthy environment, for healthy flow in any environment. That's why most relationships don't work. That's why there's so much lack of harmony at home and in the workplace. Because, guys, we just letting shit just run amok, basically. Guys, take your time. Pay attention in a relationship. Before you even get into a relationship, as far as a personal relationship, one-on-one intimate relationship with a special person, sit down and write a list of the things that you want in a person. And when I say a list, I don't mean ass, titties, hair, nice teeth. No, of the things that count, the things on the inside. Write a list. Maybe it's the same morals and values or whatever that you have in yourself that you look for in somebody else. Or maybe it's something different so you can have a balance because you're not happy with what you have going on in your life. Whatever it is, write a list of the qualities and things that you're looking for in a person. Alrighty? And then when you find somebody who catches your eye and stuff, make sure you have your boundaries and you have your healthy expectations, especially of those character traits in a person. And if they're not showing you those things, pay attention to the red flags in the beginning, early. Don't let the physical or lust make you lose focus or have those rose-tinted glasses on and not pay attention to little things that can end up being big things later on. Save yourself that broken heart. Establish those healthy boundaries. Be honest in the beginning of the relationship. Put everything out there so that they know what you expect and they know if they're willing to do that shit and vice versa. So that you don't waste each other's time. That's what we have to do. And you have to give time. You have to give the person time to show you those things. Alrighty? You have to give the person time to show you. They can show you anything great for the first 2 weeks or the first month. It takes longer than that, guys. That's why me personally, I like to see at least for the first month to 90 days. What kind of person are you? If I'm at a job and I'm working someplace, the first 3 months I'm watching everybody to see how do you work. Okay, I'm gonna come in. I need you to, are you gonna train me honestly? What kind of work relationship are we gonna have? Are you gonna show me the way shit's supposed to be done or the way you do it that might get me fucked up and fired later? It all plays in together. We want harmony in all of our relationships, but especially our personal ones, especially our intimate personal ones. All right? It's very important for you to be able to be friends with the person that you're giving that ass and pussy to and dick. That being said, guys, I think I've said enough. I love you. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe.